Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be going through all of my empties for the year so far. We are in September now, so I have a bunch of products to talk about. I have makeup, skincare, hair care, and body care, so a little bit of everything. I counted a little over 60 products. I kind of lost count at one point, so I'll have to go back and check just to make sure. And not that it really matters exactly how many products I went through, but it's a lot. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go ahead and start off with hair care. I'm pretty sure this is the smallest category. I could be wrong, but I think this has the least amount of items. So let's just go ahead and start with that. I went through the L'Oreal Everpure Bond Repair Shampoo and Conditioner, and I've repurchased this at least twice now. I'm actually working on, I think, my third set. So this has been a go-to for me for the past year and a half, I would say. It just leaves my scalp feeling really clean. It also detangles really nicely and my hair doesn't feel super dry and frizzy afterwards. The conditioner is really nice because although it is very moisturizing, it doesn't leave my hair feeling weighed down, which is an issue for me with a lot of moisturizers and hair masks. It's really hard for me to find a good balance, but this shampoo and conditioner set has been working really nice for me. Quick side note though, they have reformulated this. I'm pretty sure both the shampoo and the conditioner, so I can't speak to the new formula. I hope it's as good as this one because honestly, I don't feel like they needed to change anything about this, but sadly, they did. From what I know, they did change the fragrance and the cleansing agents, so I hope it's not too different. If it's different, I hope it's better, so we shall see once I purchase the new one. That is actually the only shampoo and conditioner that I've gone through so far. I just love that one so much. I also really like the clarifying one, but that one is in my shower at the moment. This one is also from L'Oreal. This is the 8-Second Wonder Water, and I've repurchased this one a bunch of times as well. I used to think it didn't make a difference for my hair, but I have learned along the way that this actually makes a huge difference. And I do need to repurchase this one. I haven't yet, but this is a shine boosting lamellar rinse out. Whatever that is, I'm not exactly sure what that is, but it does make a difference for my hair. It detangles it really nicely. It gives it shine, and it just is kind of like a reset for my hair whenever I've been using a lot of heat, or if I have product buildup and my hair isn't feeling quite as shiny or healthy as it used to. So I love this one. I have a few dry shampoos that I went through. This one from Amika, the Perk Plus Extended Clean Dry Shampoo. This one is okay for me, especially compared to my Batiste dry shampoos, which I've been using for years. I feel like it does a decent job at removing oil from my scalp, but it also doesn't do the best job, again, especially compared to Batiste. I've tried quite a few different dry shampoos over the years, and Batiste is still my go-to at this point. So I feel like for the price, this one just doesn't really live up to it. So I don't know that I'll be repurchasing it, even though I did enjoy overall. I did also go through a sample. This is actually how I first tried this one. But yeah, the Batiste ones are still my go-to. This one in the Opulent and Bold Luxe scent is really nice. I do love the fragrance in that one. I can't really describe it, but it has a slightly powdery cologne type of scent. I know that might not sound the best, but I do really enjoy this one. I also like this one, the Overnight Deep Cleanse Dry Shampoo, but this one is not my favorite compared to the regular one in this type of spray bottle. This one is a little bit different. I just didn't enjoy the mist on this as much, and just I think the formula didn't work quite as well for me, but I still enjoyed it. I also went through a travel size of the Sweat Activated Dry Shampoo, and this one I do really like. I am planning on purchasing a full size in the future once I run through my other Batiste dry shampoo, but it does say that it absorbs oil and releases bursts of freshness as you sweat, so hence the sweat activated claim. But honestly, I didn't see a huge difference between this one and the regular dry shampoo, so maybe it felt a little bit more powdery, and I did have to work it into my scalp a little bit longer, but nothing crazy. So I do really like it. I might repurchase it. The Olaplex No. 3 Hair Perfector. I've only ever gone through minis of this, and the reason for that is because I'm not convinced that I like this product. I don't know what it is about this, but every time I use it, my hair feels drier and more brittle. So it's supposed to do the opposite. So I'm a little confused. Let me know if you guys like this product and how you like to use it. I think I'm using it correctly. I do dampen my hair first and then apply this and leave it on for 10 to 20 minutes. And then I rinse it with shampoo. So am I doing something wrong? Let me know how you guys like this. If you do, well, how you use it, if you like it. I just think it's a little too expensive for what it does or what it doesn't do. I would rather use something like the 8-second water from L'Oreal, which is a lot more affordable, and I actually see a difference when I use it. And then finally, these last two products, I'm not gonna be repurchasing because they stopped working for me. This one from Bedhead is the After Party Super Smoothing Cream. This one is just a little too heavy for my hair. As much as I love how shiny and smooth it leaves my hair, it's just way too heavy, and after a couple of uses, it leaves a lot of buildup. So I'm gonna take a break from this. I love the way it smells, and again, it does leave my hair looking really nice, but it's just not the right product for my hair type. And then finally, the Tresemme Heat Tamer Spray with heat protection up to 450 degrees. This one doesn't work for me anymore. It's way too greasy, and I feel like my hair just doesn't absorb it for some reason. I don't know if they changed the formula, but this used to be my go-to heat protectant, but sadly, it doesn't work for me anymore. So luckily, I have found something better, the one from Amika. So I've been loving that one. Okay, moving on to skincare, which is definitely the category with the most items in it. So let's go ahead and start with cleansers. Surprisingly, I only have 2 cleansers. I thought I was gonna have more, but I am working through a couple more right now. So the Bioderma Sensibio Soothing Micellar Cleansing Foaming Gel, which is a really long name, but this one is a really nice cleanser, especially for sensitive skin. It's very runny, but I feel like it does a really nice job at cleansing my skin, especially in the morning. It's not like super heavy duty. I would say the Cerave Foaming Facial Cleanser is a little bit more heavy duty compared to the one from Bioderma, but I just love how soothing this one is. I do have sensitive skin, so this one just gives a really nice, clean feel to the skin without stripping it. The Foaming Facial Cleanser from Cerave, this one is from normal to oily skin, and this one has been working great for me for the past few years, so I have been repurchasing it. I have 3 serums from The Ordinary. I used to go through these a lot more quickly, but I don't use these as often as I used to, just because I don't feel the need to, and I have switched it up just a little bit. I have introduced a couple other serums into my routine, so these don't get used up quite as quickly, but I still really enjoy them. So this one is the Multi-Peptide Plus HA Serum, and this one I have 2 of. Yeah, I have 2 of these. And then I have one of the Hyaluronic Acid 2% plus B5. These I've been using for years and years, and I will continue to repurchase them. I've just been throwing all of the items onto my rug over here because I don't have space for everything. The Tower 28 Daily Rescue Facial Spray. This one has hypochlorous acid, which I like to use as a toner. So this for me, I tend to use mostly at night, but sometimes I do use it in the day, just depending on how my skin is feeling. But I noticed an immediate difference with this product. I noticed less flushing and redness overall, so this works great for me. I definitely need to repurchase another one because I just ran through another one this morning, so technically I have 2 of these for this Empties video. I have 2 bottles of Curology, which I do go through every 3 to 6 months. I don't run through this as quickly as maybe I should because I don't apply it every single night. I do try to give my skin a break in between for at least like 1 to 2 nights. And I do like applying this over moisturizer. I haven't applied it directly to my skin in a long time just because my skin is very sensitive, and I've noticed that I still get results applying this over moisturizer. So I have continued to use this for years and years. I don't even know how many at this point, but at least like the past 5 years or so, maybe longer actually. So it's a go-to for me. I went through 6 cleansing balms, which I know is a lot, but I do use it every single night. I don't skip it because I do use sunscreen every single day, so I just need to use some sort of cleansing balm before my cleanser. But this one from e.l.f. is the Holy Hydration Makeup Melting Cleansing Balm, and this is one of the newer ones that I've tried, and I've really, really enjoyed it. I am probably going to repurchase it once I run through the other one that I'm using. But this is a really nice one. It is lightly hydrating, but I don't feel like it's difficult to remove, and it removes makeup perfectly. So I do really like this one. I like that they have it at Target, so I can just go in there and repurchase it whenever I need to. I don't need to purchase it online or anything, so that's a really good one. The only thing is that I do run through it very quickly because it is a smaller size. This one has 2 ounces. I think they do have a bigger one, but I haven't seen it at my local Target, so that's the only downside. I've only been able to find the smaller size in Target. The Banila Co. Clean It Zero Original Cleansing Balm. This is still a really good one. I've just been trying some newer ones recently, so I haven't repurchased it in a few months, but I still really like it. And then finally from Pharmacy, this is the Green Clean Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm. And I actually have 3 minis because I got these in a holiday set last year. This one is in Chamomile Rose Latte. I remember liking this scent, but it wasn't anything special in my opinion. I can smell a little bit of what's left in the tub, but yeah, not my favorite scent. It is a rose scent, and as far as like the chamomile, I do smell a little bit of chamomile, but I don't know. I didn't love this scent for some reason. The warm vanilla chai scent, however, this one I did really enjoy. I would say this one was my favorite one out of the 3. Yeah, I definitely like this one. It does smell like chai, and it has a hint of vanilla. So just like a really sweet, warm, comforting scent with like a hint of spice. And then Wild Raspberry Tea. This one I thought was okay as well. Okay, this one smells a little bit better to me than the Chamomile Rose Latte scent. It does have a sweet berry scent, but it's very lightly fragranced. So out of all of these, I did really enjoy the warm vanilla chai. I really hope they bring this back for the holidays. If not, then I might end up purchasing the original one because I do really enjoy this cleansing balm. I just don't love how pricey it is, and I do run through cleansing balms so quickly, so I would rather keep it affordable, but this is a really good one. I would say it might be worth the price though. And then speaking of makeup removers, the oil-free eye makeup remover from Neutrogena. This is a really good one, especially if you're wearing a lot of eye makeup, especially like waterproof mascara. It's gentle, but it really gets rid of everything. So this one I still love. And then I do have a couple of micellar waters. This one from Bioderma, the micellar water, Sensibio H2O. This one I like, but I do like this one a little bit more. The Garnier Skin Active Micellar Cleansing Water with Hyaluronic Acid and Aloe. This one is just a little more gentle on my skin, so I do prefer this one. And it is drugstore, so it's more on the affordable side. So even though I like Bioderma, I don't see myself repurchasing this one, especially now that I have this one from Garnier. So I like using these whenever I'm not wearing a lot of makeup or if I just have sunscreen. I also have some makeup remover wipes, which are definitely more convenient, but I try not to use these too often because they're just a little bit more wasteful. But these are from Simple. They're the micellar cleansing wipes. I have 2 packs of these that I went through. I used to go through them a lot more quickly, but ever since I started trying to use micellar water, I do run through these a little bit slower. I haven't been going through moisturizers as quickly as I used to because I really only use them at night. I used to use them in the day and at night, but ever since I started using Korean sunscreens, I don't feel the need to use a moisturizer, so I only have 2. This one from The Ordinary, the Natural Moisturizing Factors plus HA. This one doesn't work for me anymore. I realized that this was causing some irritation and dryness on my skin, so I stopped using it, and I noticed that my skin was way less irritated. I think this was the cause of a lot of redness for me for years, and once I stopped using it, I realized that this was the culprit, so I haven't repurchased this one ever since I went through this one, but this one has replaced it. This is the Vanity Cream Daily Facial Moisturizer. This one has hyaluronic acid and ceramides, and this one has been perfect for me. It's just a nice lightweight moisturizer, but again, I really only use this at night. I'll have to see in the fall and winter if I need to use this in the day, but my sunscreen has been working great, has both like a moisturizer and sunscreen. And speaking of sunscreens, I have 7 in front of me because I use these every single day, and I know which ones are my favorites now after using these for the past few months. Out of all of these, I would say my least favorite is the Beauty of Joseon Relief Sun Rice Plus Probiotics. I know I used up 2 of these, but honestly, this one doesn't work for me. It's just a little too moisturizing, and I wanted to give it a chance because I've heard so many good things about it, and everyone raves about this sunscreen, but it's a little too heavy for my skin, and it seems to clog my pores very easily. I usually had like blackheads after a couple of days of using this, so this one is just not for me. It also tends to cause some flushing on my cheeks, so I'm not going to be repurchasing this one. This one, however, is a favorite. This one is the Laab Birch Juice Sunscreen, and this one is perfect for my skin. It's lightweight while being slightly moisturizing, and it works perfectly under makeup. So I have 3 of these right now, and I'm working on a couple more. So yeah, compared to the Beauty of Joseon one, it's a lot more lightweight. The Beauty of Joseon one I also didn't love under makeup. It was just too oily looking. And then finally, the Can Make Mermaid Skin Gel UV, which I've repurchased for years. This one has been replaced by the one from Laab. I just haven't been enjoying this one as much as I used to. I do like it still though, so maybe every once in a while, especially in the summer, I will repurchase it, but compared to the Laab one, this one just doesn't live up to it. I have 2 mini lip masks from Laneige, and this one is the Gummy Bear scent, which I really like. This might be my favorite scent from the Laneige lip masks. And then I also have the Mint Choco, and these are actually minis from a holiday set from last year. I still really like the Laneige lip sleeping masks, and I always have one on my nightstand. I do have a bunch of face masks, and these I always repurchase at Marshall's or TJ Maxx because they always have really affordable ones, and I really enjoy these. So let's start off with this one. This is the K-Beauty Soothing Aloe Vera Facial Mask Sheets, and these I really enjoyed. I love any sort of face mask with aloe vera because it's really soothing, but I do remember these being very like tight fitting on my face. The eye and mouth openings are very small, so because of that I might have to just skip these from now on, even though I do like how they felt. The Cream Shop Keroppi Super Soothe Sheet Masks, these are really nice as well, and I do like the way that these feel more than the other ones because they just fit better. They're really nice and hydrating, very soothing, and they just feel really fresh on my skin. These were $5.99, and then the K-Beauty ones were $4.99, and each of these have, okay, the K-Beauty one has 6 of them, so for $4.99, that's definitely a steal, but again, I just don't like the actual mask. It's just a little too small for my face. And then the Cream Shop ones have 3 of them, so a little bit under $2 per mask, which is not bad at all. And then I also have the Cream Shop Pusheen ones, which are adorable. These are strawberry milk printed essence sheet masks, and these have strawberry, lactic acid, and vegan collagen. These also felt great on my skin. This one came with 3 as well, and these were also $4.99. So yeah, I like to get my masks at Marshall's and TJ Maxx. I feel like they just have the best variety and prices. So we are down to the last 2 categories. I'm gonna go ahead and do body care before ending with makeup. First up, I have the Tree Hut Tropic Glow Firming Whipped Shea Body Butter, and I actually have 2 of these. This is my go-to body butter. Honestly, out of all of the scents that I've tried from Tree Hut, this is my favorite one, still to this day. And then I also have the Moroccan Rose scent, and this one I didn't end up liking. I did use it up because I just didn't want to waste it, but I wouldn't repurchase this. It definitely smells like rose, which I usually don't mind, but it's just a little too strong for me. I just didn't end up liking the fragrance all over my body, and it did linger. So I really only like the Tropic Glow scent so far out of all the ones that I've tried. And then also from Tree Hut, the Tropic Glow Moisturizing Shave Oil, which smells almost exactly like the Tropic Glow body butter, but just a little bit more intense, just from what I've noticed in the shower. I already repurchased this one, so it is a favorite. I don't feel the need to use shaving creams anymore because I like the way that this one leaves my skin feeling. It just does a really good job at smoothing and softening my skin. So this one is a favorite now. I do prefer shaving with this before body wash just so that I get any sort of residue off, but honestly it doesn't leave like a ton of residue. It just leaves my skin feeling really soft and moisturized. So that has been a favorite, like a more recent favorite actually. And then this one from Sol de Janeiro, the Brazilian Boom Boom Cream. This one I really only purchase in minis, or I end up getting them as free samples with my orders every once in a while. But even though I do enjoy it, I feel like it's just a little too pricey for me, especially when I have the Tree Hut one, which smells almost identical to this one, just a little bit less intense. Maybe I'll treat myself to it one day, but for now I keep getting samples every once in a while. This sunscreen from Sunbum I really don't like. Like somehow I managed to work through the entire tube, but I wouldn't repurchase this because I don't like the way that it feels on my skin. It's just very heavy and greasy, and even though it does sink into my skin after a few minutes, I just don't like the feeling of it. And I also noticed that this one stains. It leaves like a weird yellow stain. Like if you touch paper or clothes or even like your car, it'll leave a weird residue on it. So I don't like that about this. I used to use it years ago and I don't remember it doing that, so I don't know if they changed the formula or something, but this is pretty bad, so I don't recommend that one. And then finally, the Dove Relaxing Lavender Oil and Chamomile Body Wash. The scent of this was just okay, and even though it did work pretty well as a body wash, I wouldn't repurchase this one. It just wasn't anything super special in my opinion, but I did use it up and yeah, it was just okay. Okay, finally moving on to makeup. I know that was a lot of products that I talked about, but it is over a month's worth of empties after all. The Rare Beauty Perfect Strokes Mascara. This is still my favorite mascara. It's volumizing, it's lengthening, it does everything that I want a mascara to do, and it doesn't smudge or flake on me, so it's still a favorite. I technically went through 2 of these, but the other one, even though it's technically expired, I have been using it here and there because I just love it so much. But I'm probably going to repurchase this during the Sephora VIB sale. And then the Essence Lash Princess Black Brown Mascara. This one I thought was okay. I did like it for my top lashes, but I especially liked it for my bottom lashes because it's a little less intense than just a regular black mascara. But for my top lashes, I do prefer just a black mascara in general. And just the Lash Princess in general, for some reason, has been smudging and flaking on me a lot more. Sometimes it doesn't do much of that, but then sometimes it's pretty intense. So it's kind of unpredictable for some reason. It didn't used to do that, so I don't know what changed. The e.l.f. Power Grip Primer Plus 4% niacinamide. This one I haven't had to repurchase because I did get another one for free with an order recently. So I am working through that one, but this is one of my favorite primers. It works really well with most foundations, and it does a really good job at both lightly hydrating and gripping onto makeup. So this is a favorite of mine. The Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. This is one of my favorite setting sprays, and I do plan on purchasing the full size eventually. This one only had, I believe, 1 ounce. Yeah, 1.1 fluid ounces, so not a lot of product, but it did last me, I want to say, at least a year, maybe a little bit longer. So this is a really good one. It does set my makeup in place while giving a little bit of hydration and like a slight hint of luminosity, but nothing crazy. It doesn't make me look greasy. The NYX Retractable Lip Liner in the shade Natural. This is one of my go-to lip liners, and I think this is the second one that I've ever purchased. I like the fact that it's retractable, and of course I can't swatch it because it's completely gone, but this is a really nice lip liner, very affordable, and even though it is creamy, I feel like it does last a good amount of time on my lips. So I'm gonna purchase that eventually. And then the Milani Fruit Fetish Lip Oil in Lychee Nectar. This one I ran through pretty quickly, I would say. I was kind of surprised that I went through it as quickly as I did. But this is a really nice lip oil and it feels really comfortable on the lips. It smells really good. It does have a very sweet fruity scent, which I really, really enjoy. And this shade in particular was a really pretty pink. I do have another one right now. I got the Honey Fig one, which smells really good as well. And then this technically isn't makeup, but it is part of the whole makeup process. The Cinema Secrets Makeup Brush Cleaner. And I have 2 of these 8-ounce bottles. Yeah, 8 fluid ounces. So I do have 2 of these. I really want to get the bigger size. I think it's like 32 fluid ounces, something like that, because I do run through this pretty quickly. And then I also went through the 6 fluid ounce spray bottle, which I didn't end up liking this spray bottle. It was just very finicky, so sometimes it didn't work the best. This makeup brush cleaner is so good. It's still my favorite, and I always try to have it on hand. So I'm definitely repurchasing that during the VIB sale. I almost completely skipped this, but I do have a travel size of the Yves Saint Laurent Black Opium perfume, and this is one of my all-time favorite perfumes. I use this one pretty much year-round. Other perfumes in my collection I tend to save for specific seasons. That's just the way I like to wear them, but this one I tend to wear year-round. I don't know how to describe this scent, but I will go ahead and put up the notes on the screen because I don't know how to describe it. But that is it for all of my beauty empties. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I know that was a lot to talk about, but I just had so many to go through because it has been months and months worth of empties. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.